the tragic effects of war are seen often on the streets of Siem Reap. More than 40,000 have lost limbs, leaving Cambodia with the highest amputee population in the world. An estimated 4 to 6 million landmines and live ordnance still litter the countryside, continuing to cause death and dismemberment. Disease is also a problem in this developing nation. About 20 years ago, vaccines without proper refrigeration brought on cases of polio, crippling the recipients and sentencing them to a life of disability. Journeys for Good traveled with nonprofit Global Wear on a volunteer trip to Cambodia. Our group's first task was to build wheelchairs.
This is the first part of the volunteer project. We are here collecting the pieces, the components that we're going to use to assemble 28 wheelchairs, and then we're going to take them back and put them together.
In addition to the adult volunteers, our group included 4 boys, ages 9 to 16.
The kids, I was amazed at their strength. They were lifting things that normally they would maybe be whining about carrying. They knew they were doing this stuff for a purpose. They were lifting boxes with frames. They were, carrying piles of 12 cushions at a time. They had a job to get done, and they really rose to the occasion.
The plastic chairs that would become the seats for the wheelchairs had been held in storage before our arrival. Our first task was to wash them down so that they would be ready for assembly.
Okay, so when we open the cage,
Then, Dine, our in-country guide, gave the group a crash course on wheelchair assembly.
this is the front wheel.
So the goal is for each one of us to make 2 chairs. So, here we go.
While I was shooting the people building the wheelchairs, I could see a little frustration as they struggled with the process.
Well, I tried with this.
But I also saw the group coming together as a whole.
It was a little bit tricky at first, but we had some helpers with Dine's friends, the driver and everything. They were really good at it, so once they showed us how, it was a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride this at the end.
How are you?
You had to line up the holes with all the others holes. You had to screw the wheels on, screw the chair on. It was challenging, but I got by it.
That was the day for me that it really kind of started to feel like, yes, these are my fellow volunteers, but they also kind of feel like family. And so just everybody helping out and pitching in to make sure that we got all 28 built before the sun went down was a challenge, but it worked out really well. It was a little overwhelming, but the sense of accomplishment that we all had once we got it done was great.